At the beginning of the movie, we see a meteorite, which falls from the sky to the earth and was shaped like an egg. Then we see this Starla who after teaching the kids is talking to a teacher named Hank. At the same time her husband Grand arrives, who takes her away. Then we watch the night scene where Grand tries to get intimate with his wife Starla, but she flatly denies him. Due to which he gets angry and leaves from there. Starla tries to stop him, but he does not stop. After this, Grand reaches a bar, where he meets Brenda, whom he knew since childhood. Brenda takes him with her to the woods, and they are having a lot of fun. Just then, Brenda tries to get intimate with Grand, but he refuses her, and says that I am married and my wife's name is Starla, so I can't do all this with you. This frustrates Brenda and does not suit her. At the same time Grand's gaze falls on the broken egg that fell from the sky. If something has come out of it, which was very sticky, both of them chase it, and go ahead, then they see a very disgusting and strange creature, i.e. animal. A sharp object comes out from inside it, which enters Grand's stomach, causing him a lot of pain, and he falls there. We see that sharp object reaches his mind and starts controlling his body. When Brenda tries to pick him up, he notices that Grand is bleeding from his nose, ears and eyes. Then he gets up and walks to his house without saying anything to Brenda. After this, he gets a lot of meat from the fridge to eat. Next we see this Starla who wakes up in the morning and plays her favorite song to persuade Grand, hearing of which Grand also reaches there. Starla apologizes to him for the previous night and tries to persuade him. At the same time she sees Grand is crying. This also makes her emotional and starts kissing him. Just then, Starla's eyes fall on Grand's stomach, in which there was a mark of that sharp object entering. On this, Starla asks Grand about it, and he tells that it is just an insect bite. Even after this, both are intimate. Then Grand reaches the store and starts buying a lot of meat from there. This leaves the shopkeeper quite surprised, and the regent asks him, "Why are you taking so much meat?" Grand tells her that I am going to arrange a small party for my wife, as her birthday is about to come, so I am preparing in advance, so that I can surprise her. Now we see in the next scene that strange changes are taking place in Grand's body, due to which he is feeling very hungry. Then his eyes fall on the dogs barking there, he becomes very happy, which confirms that he is going to kill and eat that dog. Then we see Grand and Starla, who are getting ready for a party. At the same time, Grand's eyes would go on his body, which is having strange marks. Then while Starla is taking a bath, Grand slowly moves towards her, and in such a situation strange and disgusting tentacles start coming out of her stomach. He was looking at Starla in a very dangerous way, as if he was about to eat her. Then he is about to open the bathroom door, then Starla looks at him, and he stops. Starla asks him about this by making him stand there. Then he says that I have got some work in my office. That's why I have to leave from here now. This makes Starla very upset as the party is about to start, but Grand tells her that I will be there before the party starts. After this he leaves from there, then reaches Grand Brenda. Brenda is also surprised to see her as he has left her, and has not met her since the day, making her think Grand is dead. Grand asks Brenda about her husband. She tells that my husband is out of town. I am here only with my child. Grand is overjoyed to hear this and reaches inside the house and closes the door. When he takes off his clothes, at the same time those tentacles come out of his stomach, seeing which Brenda gets very scared and tries to run away from there. But Grand grabs her and puts those tentacles in her stomach, causing her to suffer terribly. Then we see Starla, who was very sad for not making it to Grand's party. When she comes home, seeing that the whole house is dark, she tries to call Grand, but she does not get any answer. Then there comes the Grand, whose condition was worse than before. He looked even more disgusting. Seeing this, Starla gets very scared and asks the reason for this. Gran tells her that I have been bitten by bees, that is why my face has deteriorated. Starla then asks him to go to the hospital, but he categorically refuses to do so and tells that he has already visited Dr. Carl. Now the next morning Starla calls Dr. Carl and asks about Gran's condition, to which the doctor tells that I haven't met your husband for a year. Hearing this, Starla feels very strange and she understands that Gran has lied to her and she is in some big trouble. After this we see that many dogs and cats of the city are disappearing. Here Gran reaches the farmhouse with a lot of meat in the bag, where he had kept Brenda, who was suffering from hunger. Gran takes out all the meat from the bag and gives it, which she starts eating raw. Here police officers come to Gran's house, who ask Starla about Gran, to which she tells that Gran has not returned from office yet. At this, Officer Bullock tells him that a girl named Brenda has been missing from Friday night, and that her neighbors saw Gran go there for the last time on the same day. That is, Brenda was seen with your husband. In this connection we have to talk to him. Bill then gives Starla his number and asks her to call when Gran arrives. Hearing this, Starla gets very upset and she breaks down the door of the basement and goes inside. She sees that Gran has killed many dogs and cats there and took out their meat, and that is why there was a lot of foul smell here. From this we come to know that all the animals of the city are being killed by none other than Gran. Seeing this, Starla gets very scared and after reaching the room tries to call the police officer Bill back. Just then he sees Gran outside the window, who is looking even more disgusting at this time. Seeing this, I get very scared and try to run away. But Gran catches him and says, "You cheated me, now I feel disgusting to you." Then he tries to put his tentacles inside her too. Just then, Starla attacks her and tries to run away, but before that Gran grabs her and strangles her with his hands. Now we see her hand draped around Starla's neck like a snake. Then police officer Bill reaches there with some police officers. Seeing this, Gran runs away. Bill and his other companions are also very scared seeing Gran because he was looking very strange and disgusting. Now we are shown a scene 3 days later, where Jack, the mayor of that town at the police station, was pushing Bill to catch Gran. On this Bill tells him that we are trying our best in this matter, but at this time Bill was not taking his words seriously at all. This makes Jack very angry. At the same time there is a call that an animal has been attacked in a farmhouse. On hearing this, the police officers reach there and on seeing the animals there is a very bad condition. Bill is very surprised to see them. Then Bill comes to the police station with the idea that Gran is hunting animals in a pattern. He explains this thing to his entire team present there and starts imagining the location of his next victim. After this, all of them reach that location to catch Gran and prepare a trap to catch him. Then while they are waiting for him to come over at night, we learn that Bill and Starla already know each other, and that they also liked each other during their college days. Then Gran appears there, who had become even more dangerous. He was now looking like an animal. On seeing those people, he hunts a cow and starts leaving from there. But Starla reaches out to Bill despite his refusal, although she is scared at the moment, but still tries to convince Gran that everything will be alright. She says that you are just sick, that's why we have come here to take you to the hospital. During this, everyone is surrounding him from all sides. Then Starla asks him to go with him, but he ignores and starts leaving from there. At the same time, a man from his team tries to stop Gran by pointing a gun at him, but Gran attacks him with his huge tentacles. Due to this, his body is completely torn apart, and he is killed very badly. Seeing this, all the people present there are very much left. During this, Gran runs away, and they also follow him to the same farmhouse where Gran had kept Brenda. All of them are very surprised to see which had now inflated like a balloon, but before those people can do anything, it bursts, and many strange disgusting insects come out from inside it. those who try to enter the mouths of all the people present there. But during this time, along with Bill, Starla, and Jack, some other people also escape from those insects. Then we see a girl named Callie, and she is taking a bath in the bathtub. During that time a worm enters her bathtub and tries to enter by reaching her mouth. But she catches that worm. During this time she starts seeing the past related to these insects, that these insects have come from another planet, and they are very small. But they change their size according to their host and eat the whole planet on sight. After which they reach a new planet in the same way and destroy them. Seeing this, Kelly gets very scared, during which she takes out the insects before they can enter her and kills them. But those insects had entered inside all her family members. After that she jumps from the roof with great difficulty and comes out of the house. Insects are surrounding her from all sides, but even after coming out, those insects try to attack her. That's why she runs away and sits inside the car parked there. After this we see those farmhouses where the people who had entered the worm had also fainted. Here Bill is unable to get in touch with this station, so he leaves alone towards the city. Then all the men in whom the insects had entered, they start getting up one by one, and at this time they were all looking like zombies, who were completely under Grant's control. Those whom Starla tries to stop, but those zombies catch one of the officers, and one of them spits on that officer. Due to this, she is killed very badly there. During this, Grant's voice is coming out from inside all of them, who is telling Starla that you cannot do this. But Starla shoots the zombie and leaves with Jack. Here we see Kelly, whose family has also become a zombie, and they are trying to attack her. Only then Bill comes there, who saves her. But at the same time, zombies surround them from all sides and attack Bill. But Bill somehow manages to save his life and escapes with Kelly, then ends up with Jack and Starla. During this, he sees Starla killing a zombie, which leaves him quite surprised. Bill then calls the police station and tries to warn Selvie about the insects present there, but before that the insects attack him, bringing him under the control of those insects. She tells Bill that you are going to get the punishment for your actions immediately. These were the words of Grant, who was speaking, controlling him. At the same time, Bill is attacked by a car, which leads to Bill's accident. Then all the zombies pick up Starla and Jack from there. But Kelly and Bill manage to get out. Then Bill reaches the police station to get the grenade, but is then attacked by a zombie dog, but Kelly comes there and saves him. After this, both of them leave from there with grenades and reach back to Grant. Then we see Jack, who is present in a dark room, and as he lights up the lighter he is holding, he sees a lot of zombies. Seeing them, he gets very scared and runs out of the basement. But Grant attacks him with his tentacles, making him a zombie. Here Bill and Kelly see that all the infected people who have become zombies are slowly getting attached to Grant's body, due to which he is becoming very big. Here the zombie had prepared Starla to meet Grant. When they reach him, here Grant is very angry with him because he felt that Starla had cheated on him. That's why he tries to kill her by wrapping her in his tentacles. But when Starla sees that Grant has put pictures of her there, she understands that he still misses her. Then she tries to entice him in her words, which makes him leave, and Starla slowly approaches him and attacks him with a knife hidden in her clothes. This causes Grant to kill him and throw him away. Here, hearing Grant scream, Bill also reaches there with Kelly killing the zombies and tries to attack Grant with a hand grenade. But he hits it and throws it away, causing the hand grenade to fall into the water and ruin it. At the same time, Grant tries to put both his tentacles inside the Bill so that he can make him a zombie too. But Bill grabs one of the tentacle and puts it in a cylinder lying there. All the gas goes inside the Grant. Meanwhile, Bill asks Starla to shoot Grant as Starla shoots Grant, killing all the men in the town who had turned zombies. Starla shoots Grant, killing all the men in the town who had turned zombies. During this, Starla and Kelly think that Bill has also been killed, but he regains consciousness, which makes Starla very happy. Then all three of them leave from there, and the movie ends with this.